Time, Rachel, you have something to talk about that I'm sure you're excited about because it involves zombies. Oh,
Yes, I
oh, are you
do.
talking
Oh,
to
yes, yes,
chat? Are you
yes, yes.
talking to
I was like,
chat?
wait, what?
Murder my
Yes.
segue.
More Walking
I
Dead makes me
I totally
happy.
set you up and you ruined my segue. You're
I
killing
know, I
me.
suck.
But yeah,
So we already know that Walking Dead is getting a season two because it did so well. But the story consultant guy told IGN that we can expect more zombie awesomeness before season two. That even though season two is way, way, way off in the distance, like way, 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 because I don't think they were even planning on having a season two until it blew up in their faces and everybody loved it.
yeah.
But he said that they will have a little something for us between season one and season two,
Nice.
which I'm excited about because I really like that
Which
game.
that makes me. It makes it sound like, well, we haven't really started on season two, and people are. It's still relevant in people's minds, so they gotta like ride that wave. Because I mean, how much longer is the TV show gonna last, right? Like probably
Yeah.
not that much longer. I don't think. I don't think the TV show is going to last anywhere near as long as the comic book. So
No,
yeah, but at the
absolutely
same
not.
time,
Every time I watch the show, I get something makes me angry
at the same
because I'm like, why did you do
at,
that? The original thing that happened was so much
yeah, I
cooler.
haven't watched the show at all because I'm like totally enthralled by the comic book.
Yeah.
But the other thing about this is the Telltale games are based off the comic books. They're not based off the TV show. Activision is doing the game based off the TV show, and it's not looking good. Like the last
No.
time it was shown in public, it pretty much got canned like by everybody. Did it even come out? Wasn't it supposed to be out like this month?
I thought it keeps getting pushed
Oh,
back because now it's
oh, it
2014,
is
right?
good.
I don't
If it
know,
is
honestly. I keep
good,
losing
because
track of
that
it.
game was not ready. Like that was
Yeah.
gonna be. It looked just like media shovelware, like every other movie game out there and crap. You know. At any rate, I am. You know what I'm really excited about though from Telltale Games. Like I know that they like everybody's talking about The Walking Dead, but they're adapting Bill Willingham's comic book Fables.
What?
Yeah, they're making Fables, and Fables is awesome.
Oh my!
And if they do it right, it's going to be freaking great. I'm really hoping. Like have you ever read Fables, Rachel?
No, I've heard
You
a
would
lot
love it.
about it.
I am almost sure that you would love it.
hmm
Um,
I do think too is I do think that as
yeah,
well. A lot of people who've talked to me about it have always just talked it up and said I'd really, really like it. I just haven't sat down and actually read
yeah.
anything yet.
Well, I've read pretty up to like issue like 113 or something like that. And it's really cool to see how it progresses. But I really, really, really want to see what Telltale does with Fables. Like, I have the first episode of The Walking Dead like on my Xbox, and I haven't even touched it yet. But like Fables, it's like day one. I am there. Like I'm gonna play the crap out of that game. I'm hope.
The only thing that disappoints me with the Walking Dead game isn't anything about the story or anything. It's just that all these companies, every time we get a game that comes out that was like our choose your own ending game, it's never as much choice as you think it
Yeah,
is. They push it out like, oh, you're going to get all these different decisions. Everybody's going to have different things happening. And then when you really look at it, you don't have much options at all. No matter what you pick, it's going
well,
to funnel you to the
when
same
you're
the
think about it.
same
Well, yeah, think
thing
about
as
well,
everyone else. Sometimes it's different characters, but those different characters still end up the same way
it's
as
just like a
everybody else's.
reskin of like a cutscene or something. Sometimes I know what you're talking about, but
Yeah, it's really, really
what do you
frustrating. I
expect?
want a game that when I play it, my experiences will actually be completely different than other people's
But that would
experiences.
take so much development time and power and effort that by the time something like that was ever able to come out, like it would take like a decade. It would seriously take that long to make an extremely unique experience that every like I wouldn't even want to look at the like decision tree map for
I
that.
don't know. I disagree. I think there's a lot of times, like even in Mass Effect, I think my experiences in Mass Effect are more different than other people's experiences in it than The Walking Dead. When The Walking Dead is supposed to be purely a choice
Yeah,
driven
I don't
game.
know, but I think anything where it's choose your own adventure, there's really only two outcomes. You're either going to die somewhere along the way, or you're going to win, and that's pretty much it. Like no matter what the situation is, and like whenever you're put in a setting like that, like you can only do so much. You know, like there has to be limitations. There has to be a way to guide people towards some end game, no matter what game you're playing. You know, even like World of Warcraft has like guide ways to guide you through things with quests and stuff like that. You know, no matter how open ended a game gets and like how unique your experience is, like once you get to the end, you're at the end. But oh
Right, but I mean, I still think that I mean, even Dragon Age Origins, I can have more different experiences than I did with The Walking Dead, or as they were saying, Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain funneled you a
yeah,
lot the same.
yeah,
I replayed some of the parts that I thought were the biggest decisions, and no, it still funneled me to the exact same outcome. Where I think Mass Effect and Dragon Age had more differences, storylines than any of the others.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just always going to happen. I think Chrono Trigger had the best ones because they had like so many different endings to Chrono Trigger. Do you remember that? I played the crap out of Chrono Trigger like just to get all the different endings.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
I loved it. I think they just got to do something like that. They just have to remake Chrono Trigger, modernize it, and somehow make it popular and cool. That's all you. That's all they got to do. All right.